What is up? This is your boy, Anecdotal, and today my favorite event is back, man. The Moonlight event is back. Or really, for me, it's a dungeon event. So the dungeon event is back. Moonlight, people. So if you do have an Android phone or you play on emulator, just put in the code Moonlight, bam bam, you're gonna go ahead and get yourself some free goodies, which is something I always enjoy. So it looks like my teams were pre-saved from whenever I played the last event. So all of these are just going to be the same, and because of the quality of life that they put into this game, I no longer need to exit the screen to get to the next stage. I simply just click on the right arrow and then off I go, which is crazy. I mean, you save so much time, the clicking out and clicking back in to go into a new level, and then beating that level. It's just like beat next, beat next. Now I'm also hoping that they didn't step up their game for this event. Well, we're gonna find out when we get into hard mode. I'm hoping it doesn't, but a lot of content has become much harder. Bootcamp stages have become much harder. The very end of the artifact grind has become much harder. So I'm hoping that here for this event they just keep it real chill, let it be the easy kind of thing that it normally is, because it is an event. It's all about getting freebies, getting goodies, as long as you log into the game, play it out, and do what you do. So I'm hoping everything stays chill and breezy. So the other thing is, this event is insane. So if you spend gems in the dungeon, like the regular dungeon, don't do that. Do it here. If you spend gems to get artifacts, don't do that. Do that here. Spend your gems here, man, and also save your gems so that you can go ahead and involve the new artifact that comes along with this event, the Moonlight artifact. So that artifact, the anniversary artifact, whatever artifacts you really need to farm, this is where you want to do it. The only other way to get this is either by spending honor coins. I'm not sure about that one, and for sure soul exchange, which costs what, hundreds of extra fragments of pieces of soldiers. Yeah, you don't want to do that, man. Those extra pieces could be going to like so many other things, like, I don't know, enhance 10 your troops, or maybe to go ahead and enhance your war books. It's so hard to want to go into the exchange shop. Like, sure, you can do it if you're like a real veteran, or maybe if you're spending a whole lot of money in the game and you have a whole lot of extra fragments, but honestly, this is where you want to spend it. You're gonna get premier people. For me, I'm farming Leona, but honestly, for me, and as far as my account goes, I'm not worried. Like, I don't really care too much about the characters here. So on the right side where the artifacts are is where I'm going to be spending the majority of my gems, along with anything that it costs to upgrade the new artifact, or any of the other artifacts that you get that are purely event artifacts. By that I mean like the anniversary artifact, the kind of pass artifact, like the MSI pass kind of artifact that they have, that one, and of course the new Moonlight artifact. So those three artifacts are the ones I'm going to be farming 100%, making sure to get 3 out of 3. I know a couple of people spend gold, by that I mean gems actually, to refresh it so that they can go ahead and beat the level 3 more times, so they can get another 3 of that artifact, or 30 because you get 10 every time, right? Or 15. Did they up it for this? Oh, you know what, I never paid attention. Yeah, we're about to find out. They did make that upgrade where instead of farming 10 you always get 15, right? So I wonder if the event copies that, or if we still get 10. Either way, it's a pretty good investment, but that will change things, other than the fact that these are like premier artifacts. Like, you can't farm them anywhere else in the game unless you want to do some craziness and use the soul exchange, which is just not worth it. Like, it is because it's a limited thing, but it's not because this is currently open. So honestly, I can't wait to go ahead and get to farming actual artifacts, and then we can go ahead and see what the value is here. Either way, it's still a better value to be spending your gems here. I think this also coincides with the gem spending event. I'm not 100% sure. You could always check under the event tabs, because if it's not this game, it might be Endless Frontier. I totally forgot. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. You're gonna be spending gems anyways. But yeah, other thing, every single day that this event is live, make sure to farm this event first. Like, first thing, farm this event, because you are going to be getting more and more of the artifacts for you to level up. So if you are able to upgrade an artifact, you'll get that much more of a metal buff, so that way when you do revive, you're at like the max amount of metal buffs that you would have for that day. So make sure to play this event first, you know, maybe do dungeons first in case somebody is going to rank up soldier wise. You know, make sure to see if you could enhance an artifact or whatever first, or I mean a war book first. Make sure to get all that done first. It only takes like 5 minutes, man. Like just bam bam bam, complete now these things. Like this is the longest it's gonna take to do the event, because you actually gotta beat the stages. Oh, other thing. Now, turns out a couple of my alliance mates have spent 1,000 gems on both parts. And I mean 1,000, like, not in total, but up to that point where it comes in. So I think it's 100, 200, what is it, 300, maybe 4, then 6, then 8, and then 1,000? Something like that. The pattern is something like that. Usually I stop at 600 to 800 on the right side, but I never get to 1,000. On the left side, I usually just stop at 600, but I have such a huge influx of gems that I will be spending irresponsibly. So it's gonna go down. On the left side, I think it's irresponsible for me because I have all those troops. I don't really care about them. None of them are new. Maybe if they put, no, not even. Even if they put the new units, the Uton and that other dude, forgot what that guy is. I feel like it's Mecha Allen, but I almost know that it's not. But that dude, the new people, it's not worth it. When the gold box thing was up, I got all of them to 8-star, so I have no real reason to have them anymore. The farming is just way too high right now, and I might as well just use soldier promotion tickets. All right, let's go ahead and see how much we get here. We're gonna get the lobster. This guy, of course, is always good to farm because of the metal buffs. All of them are. Let's see how much we get. All right, so let's see. It looks like I only got 10. Yeah, so it looks like the event dungeon isn't as high as the other one where you would get 15. But let me just make sure here. So do we get more on the other side of things? Like on the right, like the other reward? No, we don't. There's not an extra reward either. So yeah, man. It looks like you're only going to get 10 at a time here. So that means we're going to get 60 every time you do this, because there's at least 2 spots on easy, and I believe there's also 2 spots on hard. So every day, that's 120 of special event artifacts that you should be farming. Always farm the newest artifact because it's the easiest and quickest one that will level up and have the lowest cost. Like, always do whatever you have at the lowest rank. Don't worry about finishing one off, right? I mean, it's definitely an impulse to finish off when you see that you're close. Definitely do that. But if you know that you're not close and you're struggling with gems, definitely go for the newest one and go for the past one, or maybe go for the first anniversary, the lamp one. Go for those ones. So of those 3, get the newest one, Moonlight, and then go for whoever's closest or whichever is the lowest one between the one that you get from the free MSI pass thing, or if you're paying for it, that one. But I don't know if you're paying for it if you would already have it or not. And then go for whichever one's like highest or not. Like always pick between that, because at this point the buff that you get and the gem spending and the the riftstone spending doesn't really equivalent. Like it doesn't really matter that much at higher levels. You know, you want to get the small bumps and it'll be cost efficient that way, and then you just kind of worry about trying to finish it off. But yeah, also you never want to get caught with like extra tickets. Like you don't want to be hoarding them to the last day and not using them. So I say just use all of them, like automatically. Whatever day you get them, you get 3, you get 10, you do the little code thing. I think the code thing got me 10 for each, not sure. But the Moonlight code is a coupon code, so you know, you can just do it there. Like it's just free, they give it to you. So you can do that. You're good, man. You're absolutely good. You do not want to be having tickets at the last day and have nothing good to farm, when you could have farmed extra event artifacts, because that's really where all the progress is. So make sure to go ahead and do that. Looks like, lucky for us, none of this is any harder than it was, and it's still using my really old setup. Like look at this, man. Look how old the setup is. It's horrible. Anyways, these slugs are completely destroying everything, but as you can see, my mobile, my plus 16, like my enhanced 16 mobile slug, is not even here. That's, oh wait, is it? Oh, it's all the way over there on the right side. Honestly, I probably should have just put it up front, and I think I'll be a little bit faster. So this took 6 seconds to beat. But who knows? Maybe it would have took 3 seconds if it spawned more quickly. Ooh, 3 seconds faster. That's twice the time. But here you go, man. The Moonlight artifact. Definitely something you guys want to farm and you want to go for. And look at that. Oh, whoa. Whoa, what's going on here? 10 seconds? Is it getting harder? Nah, probably not. Probably not. So yeah, as you see here, 80. We're going to go ahead and keep it going. And I think we're going to go ahead and get to 120 per day for these new artifacts. So this is great, man. Yeah, just a couple more stages to go. Definitely gonna just use the gems on day 1. It's gonna feel like you're using a whole lot of gems, right? Because you have to unlock all the stages, and there are a couple of stages you probably don't want to clear because you're either not close to getting those artifacts, already maxed out those artifacts, or have no interest in getting them. But I mean, spending that 1 ticket to get to the next one so that you can get the things that you really need is completely worthwhile. So don't worry about spending like more gems than you thought you would have on day 1. It's definitely important to go ahead and get everything that you need. Some might suggest that you can refresh one where you see it's something that you really want. Oh yeah, the achievements. The achievements are really important, supremely important really, because they give you extra goodies, right? You get more rift stones, you get more what are those things? Those moonlight things. You get more gems. You just get more of everything. So what you want to do is you're going to notice that there's some RNG in pulling. You only have a certain amount of goodies that are there that are listed in the 3 different sets. The more you pull on one of those sets, the more you kind of get rid of the ones that don't matter too much. Like, I don't know, anything that has to do with slugs, honestly. And you can get the top prizes. So right here, you see this? Not the top prize. What is the top prize? For me, it's not the slug. Like, it's looking like it's a supreme thing to get, right? Look, a 6-star slug. Doesn't matter. What matters really is the gems. The gems to be able to go ahead and combine those slugs. That's what matters. So what you want to do is to get all the goodies and maximize it, make sure that you only do, 20 pulls, so that you can go ahead and have the 200 for every single one. Once you hit 200 per set, you've finished all achievements. So make sure that in total you get a pull of 200. So I think that's 20 pulls because you get like 10 each time or something like that. So as long as you do that, you're gonna be all set. You're gonna max out all the achievements, and after you've done that, you can go ahead and start farming whichever one you want to farm. I'm probably gonna start from the top at set number 1 and then go to set 2 and 3 after I hit 200 pulls for all of it, and then I'm probably just gonna go back to number 1. Now this is cool. This one has teleport, which is new. And of course, you see that the metal buffs are way higher than they were previously. So this has been your boy, Anecdotal. And if you like this video, man, make sure to like it, share it with anybody from the MSI community. And of course, don't forget to make yourself known and comment down below. Peace.